Okay, hello everyone. This video is to show you how to create Dithering pixel brush in IbisPaint. So first off, we're gonna activate the grid line to see and create the pixel patterns more clearly. So we go there and we activate the grid. Then we're gonna show the settings, and these are my settings specifically for the canvas I used, which is 28 by 20 pixels. And this is just for 7 tiles that I want to create. I know it doesn't look really like 4 by 4, but it's a recording thing. So believe me that there's 4 by 4 tiles or squares, big squares. I started with 6 by 6 to see more clearly my pattern, and then I downsized it to 4 by 4 because that's the simplest pattern I could come up with. I haven't tried with other more complex patterns, but I assume tile size should not matter as long as you choose one of these numbers, because the smaller brush canvas available in IbisPaint is 256 by 256, unfortunately. I will show that later. Now I'm gonna create my brush, and it's a modified version of H dot right there, and I'm gonna reset the settings so that you know how it shows at first, and we're gonna make some changes. First, go to shape and don't change anything else. So shape, and we're gonna change in spacing to 107.00, or I always use 107.25. I don't know. I've done a lot of trial and error, and that's what works for me. And then advanced dot 100%. Don't change any other category. Go to I believe it's type. Yeah, type, and in type you're gonna do changes to mono instead of double, and that should be all. Now we're ready to draw our patterns, and okay, but now we're gonna decrease the size to 1 pixel, and then you can see that there's this weird effect. You're gonna go to the back arrow, and in settings there's this interpolation zoom in option. You untoggle it, and now you have sharp edges. Now, in order to create the tiles, I won't explain how I created them, because there's a video that I'm gonna link down below where it explains it really nicely. But you start knowing that you have 100% color and 0% color, and you create this diffusing effect. I already have my tiles, and I will be using the tile in the middle, the 50% one. Now going to back to my gallery and plus, and then you find the brush pattern in the bottom. And this is the important part. Well, first you skip this part, you press X, and then create brush pattern. You choose the the brush that I initially showed you, which was the H dot, and then the type, texture pattern. I'm not really sure about the other parts, but texture pattern worked for me, and that's the smallest size of canvas, 256 by 256. Now you click OK, and you have this black dot, a black screen with the grid, and it's just taking the template of the H dot, which is just one black dot or square, and now we're gonna edit it. The way that I'm doing that is kind of cleaning the black dot and creating my pattern. How I'm gonna do it is just zoom in and create my pattern tediously, dot by dot, and I'll show you how I do it. I create the middle pattern, or the middle tile, and I kind of duplicate it so that I don't work with all of that. So I created that manually, okay? And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna duplicate these several times until I get my whole tile of 256 by 256 little squares. or patterns. And so I do that, copy and paste, and important to merge down so that I can copy again the whole thing and paste it again. And now you're gonna finish much sooner. You continue to do that until basically you have the whole tile. And voila, this is my tile. I go now to a test drawing and I am gonna create my brush, okay, based on the template that I had first. So the main additions here is gonna be in shape and type. And shape, we're gonna do that again, 107, and in the bottom in advanced as well, in dot. So that change, well, the first change, and then in the bottom 100. Then I'm gonna go to type, mono, and in the bottom these are the most important changes. Absolute texture size, scale 20, and the angle is gonna be 90. I've been doing a lot of trial and error and that's what has worked. And also this option, untoggle it. The last two things is renaming the brush. And first it was called Edge Dot. Now I'm calling it Tile 7 Final. And um, and then the thickness that it's gonna appear in your brush, you can choose either small sizes, ranges. It doesn't matter. Now you can see how the pattern should appear, and it doesn't matter which size you use. It's never gonna interpose or overlay. Okay, it's gonna show just as you design it. Now you're gonna go back to my gallery, and it's gonna show you a message. You just click OK, and it's saved to your gallery, to your brush gallery. Now let's see how it looks like in any canvas, like a random canvas I created. So I go to my brushes and uh, ignore all my testings, and it's gonna show in the last part of your custom gallery. So adjusting sizes, this is the final result. Can be even big sizes, it's never gonna overlay. And let's look at pixels because that's how we draw. And yeah, it's working. You can also use different colors, and it's how we do that dithering effect. So I hope you like this video and share it with other pixel artists that use IbisPaint. I struggled finding this video, so I made it.